You're going to need to deal with this problem, my gorgeous Cancerini, which is going to arise right at the beginning of this week. You know how you're going to feel like you want to escape and you want to run away from this particular problem that is going to be torture you and that is going to be tormenting you right at the beginning of this week, but only because there is so much which is going to be on your mind. You know, so much is going to be, so many other things are going to be on your mind which are going to affect your balance a little bit. So the certain things are going to seem like more scary than to what they actually are. So you need to remain strong in order to remain balanced. You need to remain balanced in order to recenter and ground yourself at the same time. So the bottom line is here, my gorgeous Cancerini, that at the beginning of this week you're going to be reminded of this ongoing problem in your life, and this is going to be testing you so much. It's going to be testing your energy, and you are going to feel a little bit overwhelmed because it's going to be mentioned to you through somebody who is in your life. You know, someone is going to remind you of this, or you're going to be reminded about this through someone in your life. But someone in your life is going to be playing an important role when it comes to you being reminded of this specific problem that you will just simply feel like you want to run away from. But you cannot run away from this. You cannot escape from this problem. You need to deal with this, because otherwise you are going to be stuck in the past, and this is affecting your energy and it's affecting your vibration. So when it comes to you wanting to escape something so badly, instead of dealing with this, you have to deal with this problem. It's so important. It's about a nip in the bud, my gorgeous Cancerini. Indeed, it's more important than ever. This in itself, you know, you need to deal with this, you know, without ignoring it and escaping it. Otherwise, as I said, you will be stuck in the past, and this will be affecting your creativity, you know. And it's also gonna be affecting your creativity by making you being stubborn, and being stubborn with something that you shouldn't be stubborn with. You create a very negative energy, and you are kind of like a really ignoring a certain problem or avoiding a certain problem. And the more ignore you this, and the more you avoid this, the more dishonest with yourself you actually are. So this is why this is so important, because it's creating like a conflict within, and that it's like kind of coming from you being stubborn, and that in itself, it's a negative energy, because it's creating a fear. It's creating a fear when you shouldn't be scared, you know, especially when it comes to like standing at the new beginnings, or facing a brand new beginnings, or especially when it comes to like a thinking about new options. Then something negative comes through and takes over, and it shouldn't be like that. And this is purely because it's to do with the negative balance that has been affected by something karmic situation that was in the past from a long time ago. So remember, if you don't deal with this, it's gonna like have a negative effect, negative butterfly spiritual effect on you, but it's also gonna be making you stubborn, and this is not a good energy whatsoever, because it's gonna be happening and keep on repeating until you do something about it. And you are gonna do something about it here, indeed, because now, you know, it's all about you at the same time understanding this and becoming aware of this on a completely different scale, on a completely different angle. What is going to actually happen just like within a day or two after that moment in time, my gorgeous Cancerini, what I really like is you are really going to become aware of the fact how much you actually inspired others. You will do something, or you've done something, and that in itself, it's about to return to you like 1,000 times. What you've done was really amazing, and this in itself, it's like a really kind of going to inspire other people. So you are going to have such a beautiful moment at the beginning of the week, just a couple of days after that moment in time, when you're going to become aware of the fact how much you inspired other people in your life with something that you've done, with something that you did. And this is going to mean to you so much. And this is when you're going to have your turning point in so many different ways, because this is going to really increase your confidence, and it's also going to really kind of create such a positive response within, because that in itself is going to push you you, to kind of like do what you want to do, but at the same time, it's going to push you to bring out beauty, my gorgeous Cancerini. It's going to push you to kind of to kind of think about self-expression and how powerful you are when you do things that you're so passionate about, and how powerful you are when you self-express yourself in the way you want to self-express yourself, because otherwise you wouldn't kind of have such a great achievement where you inspire other people, and that increases your confidence so much. If you are about to create a balance which is at the same time going to make you aware of exactly what do you need to do in order to have a gradual progress, but also through your own understanding that all this is going to happen slowly, but most importantly, surely. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, right at the beginning of this week, you are going to have a bit of a doubt. You are going to have a bit of a suspicion here. And this doubt and suspicion that you are going to have, it's pretty much so about you needing to have a compromise with someone. This compromise is so needed. But you're going to have a doubt and you're going to have a suspicion, and you need to get over this, because this compromise is so important. This compromise is really important. But because you're going to have a doubt and suspicion, you must not let that to take the better of you. Because once you realize, or once you have this compromise, because you are going to have a compromise with someone, this is important. Once you have this compromise, there is something that is going to surprise you so much. And things are going to start changing really swiftly. This compromise, it's also going to bring a sudden progress into your life. And the next 8 weeks are going to be mind-blowing for you when it comes to so many things which are going to be on your mind, which are going to come out of this. And they are going to come in form of the actual ideas and in form of your life now, what's missing now, what you should do, and what you want to do about your future and things like that. This is brilliant. By the time you get to the meat part of this week, my gorgeous Cancerini, you are going to have this moment of isolation, whether you will want to be by yourself a little bit, you will want to spend the time by yourself. This is going to last just one day. Whether you want to be outside in the forest, whether you want to go to be in the nature, whether you want to meditate, whether you want to be all day by yourself at home, it doesn't matter. You're going to feel the actual heaviness, and that in itself, it's going to seem to you the best thing to do, natural, and it depends which way this is actually going to reflect on you. But my point is, when you have this moment of isolation, you're going to realize some kind of a hidden agenda. When it comes, like, my God, you're going to realize and you're going to recognize some kind of a hidden agenda, and you will know that it's to do with a specific person, and it's also to do with this hidden agenda that you're going to become aware of. You're going to realize how much this was actually dominating your life, how much this was making you feel dissatisfied, and it was making you not being aware of the fact that you are at such a crazy and important stage of your life. The most importantly, when it comes to you realizing that you have got absolutely everything you need in order to make a very important step, very important move, and this is all going to lead towards you becoming so determined. And mind-blowing thing which is going to happen, it's like, oh my God, this is going to be crazy. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Pay attention to the synchronicities. The synchronicities at around that time, it's going to be guiding you, and it's going to be making you to be so determined towards doing something very specific, which is going to make you feel so much happier. But it's to do with you making a decision, and it's to do with your immediate home, immediate environment, happiness, and your family, and the people in your life as well are involved with this. The synchronicities are going to be guiding you. What exactly steps do you need to make in order to be so much more happier, and the people around you are going to be so much more happier, because it's to do with you making a certain change which is connected to your home, but it's also connected to the people in your family and people who you know. You're going to be so much more happier, after you do this, okay? So it's like, oh my God, just pay attention to the synchronicities, because they are going to be shining rather bright, and all the synchronicities are going to be pointing towards the same point, towards the same direction indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Cancerini, you know what I mean? It's like a lot about you, like having a very important conversation with somebody quite close to you. My God, people in your life are again going to be making such an important role here. because at the end of the week, I can see that you're going to be talking to someone really beautiful, someone really gorgeous, something very honest is going to be going on, a very honest conversation, and you're going to be saying things to that person that you normally don't say to other people, and then that person is going to give you some kind of suggestion, and the suggestion that they're going to give you and tell you, it's like kind of going to help you to break free, especially when it comes to the fear of the unknown, because you're going to be talking about you maybe wanting to do something about something really specific, but you are going to have this fear of the unknown. This person is going to provide you with an invaluable information how to turn that fear into your advantage, how to make a negative energy, to manipulate negative energy, and to turn this negative energy to become something positive. Okay, this is like, oh my God, some kind of invaluable information you're going to gain from this person, because you're not going to be fearing the unknown anymore, and you are going to kind of have a really kind of, you're going to understand why did you have a lack of direction for a while, but most importantly, you are going to become like a very strong and powerful free spirit here, because this is all going to lead towards you gaining an insight. This is all going to lead towards some kind of wisdom of the heart. This is all going to lead towards the clarity, purity, and intuitive knowing. You're going to intuitively going to become aware of exactly what do you need to practice, at this stage of your life, my gorgeous Cancerini. But at the same time, you're also going to become aware of exactly what do you need to adapt to as well. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.